this year. They are 3-0 on the road with wins at Northwestern and Southeastern, and on last Thursday afternoon, 81-72 at East Central. At home this year, they're 1-2. Their only home victory was 65-49 on January the 11th against Oklahoma Baptist. More pregame as we roll along from the Noble Complex. It's rivalry night with the Bison and the Crimson Storm on the OBU Basketball Radio Network. On the OBU campus, the Noble Complex tonight. Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma Baptist about to tip off in about 8 or 9 minutes here on the Bison Radio Network. SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee compassionately serves the healthcare needs of Shawnee and its surrounding communities. We're known for providing exceptional care and offering the latest advances in medical services. Bison basketball also presented in part by P&K Equipment, a premier John Deere dealer proudly serving customers across Oklahoma and Arkansas through their 18 locations, including the OKC, Tulsa, Springdale, and Fort Smith metro areas. Visit them online at pkequipment.com. In the first meeting, Southern Nazarene made 14 three-point baskets. They were 14 of 37. The 14 made trays by the Storm, the most allowed by a Bison team in the Jason Aker era, but not by much. The Storm last year had 13 made three-point baskets in their victory over Oklahoma Baptist in Bethany. The 14 three-pointers, though, not the most made by a Bison opponent in the last 5 years. That distinction belongs to East Central. They were 15 of 29 in a three-point Tiger win back on January the 18th of 2018. We gave you this statistic earlier. OBU now has outshot all 5 of the Great American Conference foes, and they have held 4 of those 5 to less than 40%. The only a team that shot better than 40% against Oklahoma Baptist in conference play this year, Southeastern here with this floor at nearly 43%. Southern Nazarene, again, was just 38% in their victory over OBU in the Sawyer Center. Should be a great game tonight. OBU and Southern Nazarene. All time this series belongs in favor of the Bison, 61-46 in the Division II era, though. Southern Nazarene has won 10 of 12 the last 5, almost an even split, 3-2 in favor of Southern Nazarene, including Oklahoma Baptist win in the conference tournament a year ago in Bartlesville. Elsewhere around the Great American Conference tonight, Southwestern is at Northwestern, Southeastern is at East Central. Arkansas, Monticello, and Southern Arkansas are getting together. Arkansas Tech and Harding's men, and Ouachita and Henderson State. So that's a trip around the Great American Conference, and I can speak for everyone involved. It is great to see all 12 teams back in action in what has been a challenging year to date for college basketball. We've got more coming up shortly from the Noble Complex. Tip-off about 7 minutes away for Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma Baptist on the Bison Radio Network. OBU with a win tonight would move into first place in the Great American Conference Western Division standings. A look at OBU action coming up later this week. So Southwestern Oklahoma State visits the Noble Complex on Thursday night, 5:30 at 7:30. Pregame at 5:15 on the network. And then Saturday afternoon from the Kerr Activity Center on the East Central campus at Ada, we will greet you with a pregame show at 1:45. The women at 2, the men at 4. That is our pregame show tonight from Oklahoma Baptist. Stay tuned for the call of the Crimson Storm of the Bison. It's coming up next on the OBU Basketball Radio Network.
Possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Well, you know he's proud, but you also know he doesn't like the attention. Harrison Stoddard, they put a video tribute up to him on the board and recognized him for his newest achievement, 1,000 points here at Oklahoma Baptist University. I know Harrison's excited about it. He's happy to have it behind him, but his biggest concern has been for the last 4 years has been Bison basketball and playing winning basketball.
Not only the 1,000-point milestone on his mother's birthday, by the way, but you talked about defense and how OBUs might be underrated and how they play defense. It starts with Harrison Stoddard, not just the block shots, but the altering of shots. And he gets so many block shots that are going to go in right in front of the rim.
All right, here's a look at the starters. First of all, for the Crimson Storm, they will start Adokie Ayaye, who is the reigning co-conference player of the week. He is a junior from Oklahoma City, a transfer from UT San Antonio. Ayaye is averaging 15.7 points per ball game and 2.8 rebounds. Mandy Dixon, a 6'5 redshirt junior from Trenton, New Jersey, a transfer from St. Peter's, will start averaging 16-2 a game and 5.5 rebounds. Mike Bauer is in the center position, a 6'7 redshirt sophomore from Rotterdam, Netherlands. He averages 4.8 points per ball game and 8 rebounds. Mo Wilson is a 6'5 junior at guard from Oklahoma City, averaging 12.2 points per ball game and 7.2 rebounds. And Carlin Kinnerer, a 6'2 sophomore guard from Dallas, averaging 10.7 points per ball game and 2.7 rebounds. Mandy Dixon's 8 made three-pointers against OBU with the first meeting, the second most in a single game. Skipper Rowland, the brother of University of Oklahoma play-by-play voice Toby Rowland, had 13 in a game against Iowa back in the 99-2000 season. Also, his three-point field goal percentage is 73%, 8 of 11, the 8th best single-game three-point field goal percentage turned in by a Crimson Storm. And Manny Dixon, let's hope this is a trend that continues tonight. Since that 32-point game against the Bison back on the 11th of January, he's only averaged 10.3 points per ball game. And since he went 8 for 11 against OBU, he's just 5 for his last 14 from three-point range. The starters tonight for Oklahoma Baptist, it's Jaquan Sims, a 6'4 senior from Covington, Georgia, a transfer from Limestone College. He has over 1,200 career points on his ledger at the collegiate level. Quan averaging 11.5 points and 3.3 rebounds. Nigel Wilcox coming off career highs in rebounds and points with 16 down in Durant. A 6'5 junior from Alpharetta, Georgia will start. He is in the middle, averaging 5.7 rebounds. Brantley Thompson had a great game, his second best of the year, 17.7 rebounds, 34 minutes in the win at Southeastern. Brantley is a 6'4 senior from Tuttle, averaging 11.8 points per ball game and 6 rebounds. Harrison Stoddard, 6'7 a senior from Edmond, 13 points, 8 rebounds in the The 6'2 sophomore from Kingfisher will make his 4th start of the year, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds. Adam Bohach in his 13th season, in Bethany. 257, 124, 179, and 84 against conference foes, both in the SAC and the Great American Conference. Jason Aker at home, 24-6 in his third season. He's 2-4 against SNU and 41-26 overall as the head Bison. This one, partner, is going to be fun.
It is, and home sweet home for the Bison after winning 2 massive games at Southwestern, at Southeastern. Big road wins, a little bit of relief to be here in the home court.
But I'm going to tell you, you don't want to give a road win back after you've already dropped one here at home. Nigel Wilcox to jump center. He's opposed by Mo Wilson the second. OBU wins the opening tap. In the white, gold, and green uniforms, the Bison move from right to left across your radio dial. Stoddard fires for 3 right side. It skips off. Wilcox had his hands on the rebound underneath and couldn't pull it in. Possession to the Storm.
Smartly played by Wilcox. He didn't want to get an early, quick, cheap foul, so he reached for it. He could have went after it with more vigor, but probably would have got over the back call.
First half brought to you by Sin Relief, helping you make a difference in your community and the world around, because when help and hope combined, lives are changed. Into the front court with it is Mo Wilson. He's double, top of the circle for Manny Dixon, slides down, and it's a turnover as Bauer had the ball slip through his fingertips out of bounds. In the first meeting, Southern Nazarene turned the basketball over 11 times. In fact, both teams had 11 turnovers. OBU was +7, 15-8 in points off turns. Right corner with it is Trey Green. No score, 40 seconds deep. Stoddard with a left hand attacks. Wills it up and in. Look at him unfurl those long arms. That's something we haven't seen a lot. Him leaving his feet that far from the basket, and it's 2-0 good Cops.
Yeah, that far from the basket, outside the left elbow, up the left side of the lane, and you said reached out with that left hand like he was palming the ball and then finally released off the glass.
Wilson loose left of a screen from Bowers. Cut off. Good defense by Brantley Thompson right in front of an energized Jason Aker. They swing it across the floor. The 3 on the way. Back rim's no good. Bauer tips the rebound up. Wilcox has it. 2-0 Bison. They're on the move. Quan into the front court. Stutter steps, loses the handle, somehow keeps the dribble between the center circles. Now backs it out near the timeline with 90 seconds gone. Harrison Stoddard's first bucket of the night, the difference, 2-0. Stoddard pops out, he'll trigger another 3. That one is short. Green with a rebound and underneath a whistle and a foul, and that is going to go against Southern Nazarene and Manny Dixon, who picks up his first.
Yeah, Manny Dixon got caught out of rebounding position on the backside, so he tried to cheat a little bit, got caught.
Harrison has had 2 really good looks at 3s that wouldn't drop, but he has a layup. That's the difference. They inbound to Harrison, little contact, and he overshot the basket for the left block. Southern Nazarene with a rebound, down just 2-0 here after 2 possessions. Right corner with it is Manny Dixon to a cutting and he lays it in. That's actually Dixon on the give and go who got the basket, and we're tied at 2.
Hey, you said less than 90 seconds in a little while. What do you think Jason Aker's blood pressure is right now?
Oh. He would be hospitalized if they had a monitor, I'm sure. Quan turns the corner, gets to the rim, misses the layup. Nigel with a rebound, whips it out. Stoddard straight on for 3, misses that one. Harrison is off for a 1-for-4 shooting start, make that 1-for-5. And OBU's 2-2 with Southern Nazarene.
And Harrison missed all 3 of his 3-point shots, really not even close, Todd.
Almost a turnover as the ball poked away from Mo Wilson, out of bounds. Here comes Jordan Thompson, and Harrison Stoddard, who's cold early, will go to the bench. Harrison Stoddard, for only the 3rd time in his career, now 4 years old, went without a rebound when these 2 teams played in the first game down at Durant. And I know in talking to Harrison the next week, he was not happy with his performance at all. Carlin Kidder with the basketball, left front court, 15 of the shot clock. Thompson pokes into the backcourt. Kidder runs it down, and they're calling it out and over and back. I thought Jordan Thompson knocked the ball away from it.
You're 100% correct. Jordan Thompson with the left hand punched that ball out. That is not backcourt. I don't know why coach for Southern Nazarene is up.
Adam Bohawk is just sitting there. His assistant Ryan Mahoney was up briefly, but no protest, and OBU forces a second turnover. Thompson gets the inbounds in the front court. Gets a screen right, Stoddard back out there. Thompson goes right to left underneath the basket. Now pivots into the paint, goes to Green out high. Left corner for Sims. Sims with the basketball, 17 to shoot. Drives, now bounce passes for Thompson. He'll fire for 3 right side, no. Southern Nazarene with a rebound, and the Bison have had good looks, but are off to a 1-for-7 shooting start. Brantley working against Dixon. They get it down, little Bauer cutting to the basket, and he lays it in. Mike Bauer, 4 points, already has half of that from his first meeting in the Bethany.
Mike Bauer at 6'7" and above. Nice body control all the way down the lane, double pump.
Thompson spun, was Unguarded, didn't know it, gives it up to Stoddard, who's challenged, missed it once, got it back, and he lays it in. Harrison Stoddard with 4, and the game is tied for the second time with 16:41 to play in the half.
Stoddard's initial shot blocked. Great job by going and grabbing it and putting it back in.
Between the rings with it, Manny Dixon, or Mo Wilson the second, they're going to get him for a double dribble. Both coaches up off their respective benches. Jason Aker, who rarely sits down, and now Adam Bohach with his mask on. He is out towards midcourt, saying something to his kids. Southern Nazarene already has turned it over 3 times. OBU is a 2-0 advantage in points off turnovers. Thompson screen right, dribbles to the wing. On the give and go, they get it to, or the screen and roll. It started and the pass was broken up. Could see the Crimson Storm's defensive presence.
Great play by Carlin Kenner reaching. They cut those passing lane downs with their long arms and great anticipation.
Bauer with it, hands it off right side to Carlin Kenner. Kenner to Bauer, backing down against Green, and Trey takes another charge. Mike Bauer will turn it over on his first personal foul, and from up here you had a great look at that. Trey was able to slide into position just outside the restricted circle and wait for Mike Bauer.
Yeah, Bauer was the passer that ran over Trey Green. Manny Dixon with a beautiful cut and layup that's going to be wiped out.
Wilcox is back in. Trey Green, who just took the charge after making his 4th start, will go to the bench for the first time. 16:02 to play first half. We're tied at 4. Jordan Thompson against the man-to-man defense for Southern Nazarene. Goes to Brantley, top of the circle. Thompson 2 dribbles, hands it off to his roommate Harrison Stoddard. Back to Jordan Thompson. Thompson a crossover dribble, angles through the circle, bounces it right. Sims loads for 3, and he got it.
There he is. There's the man that we're waiting to get hot, and he got smoking hot in Durant and continues in Shawnee.
10 of 31 from three-point range is Jaquan Sims. OBU 7, Southern Nazarene 4. They set a screen high. Wilson moves left, now veers back towards the right. Brantley Thompson is him, and all over him is Ayaye, works out high. We're going to get a moving screen called by David Stevens, and I think it's against Bauer, and that's going to be his second. The officials tonight, David Stevens, Robert Burris, and Shea Hamilton, and we get our first media timeout. 15:28 to play, first half. It's a good one early. Oklahoma Baptist 7, Southern Nazarene 4. This is Bison Basketball presented by Sin Relief on the
Attorney Jordan Klinger at McIntyre Law. Recently, the FDA requested manufacturers withdraw ranitidine drugs commonly known as Zantac. Zantac has been found to potentially cause cancer in the bladder, colon, throat, nasal cavity, kidneys, liver, lungs, pancreas, prostate, stomach, and testicular cancer. If you have taken Zantac, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call us at 405-917-5200 or visit us online at mcintyrelaw.com. Download our new app today.
Spending life wisely means taking small steps towards a life of love and impact. And we're here to inspire and empower you along the way. Spend life wisely. First United Bank.
Wanish, John Zillow, the crew with you from the Noble Complex, 7-4. Oklahoma Baptist off to a cold start shooting. Jaquan Sims, the only Bison to make a basket from beyond the arc. It's right now the difference at 7-4. OBU 3 of 10 shooting, 1 of 5. Southern Nazarene only 3 field goals and 2 made thanks to 5 turnovers already forced by the OBU defense.
OBU matching Southern Nazarene's defensive tenacity.
Jordan Thompson with it between the circles, goes to Stoddard, right front court. Now to Quan Sims, and away for the basketball. Wilcox is called for a push. Nigel Wilcox turns it over on his first foul, and it's the first of the night against OBU.
Well, David Stevens called 2 offensive fouls on SNU. He's going to even this thing up.
Tinker Federal Credit Union's Click Checking is online, easy, and makes your money work for you. Simply use TFCU's online services to earn a higher rate on your checking account balance. Down the paint goes Mo Wilson the second. He had it knocked away. It's retrieved by Nick Davis. His stick back wouldn't go. OBU dodges a couple of opportunities. Thompson to Thompson. Brantley for 3. In and out for the right circle. Stoddard, though, puts the garbage back in the compactor. He has 6, and OBU leads it by 5.
No backside blocking out by the Crimson Storm. You can't do that with Harrison Stoddard lurking around the rim.
Harrison now 3 of 8 shooting. He came in second in the league in field goal percentage. Bison trap out high. They get it now to the Manny Dixon right corner. IIA, the co-conference men's player of the week, misses long of that three-point. Jordan Thompson with his first retrieval. To Wilcox, left side to Sims. Jaquan to Brantley, back to Sims for 3 left wing. That one is short, and it's out of bounds as Sims was unable to run it down. OBU wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here with 14:22 to play in the first half. Bison trying to heat up after a dreadful start offensively. They're up to 31%, 4 of 13. Here's the stat I like, though. Southern Nazarene, and again, there is almost 6 minutes of this game gone. They have just 6 field goal attempts, and 2 of them came on the last trip. And the Bison have forced 5 turnovers in nearly 6 minutes.
And 2 of those turnovers were offensive fouls, like an illegal screen and a charge.
Thursday night, SWOSU comes in, 5:15, our network pregame show. Women at 5:30, men at 7:30. Bison back on the road after this brief 2-game homestand. Saturday afternoon, about a 45-minute trip south to Ada to take on East Central. 2 and 4, pregame show at 1:45. Trey Green back out there out of the timeout. Jordan and Brantley Thompson, Nigel Wilcox, and Jaquan Sims on the floor right now for OBU. IIA is going to bring the ball into the front court. Wilcox looked like he was going to jump him along with Sims. Now Sims goes one-on-one. IIA is cut off of the wing, loops it, the pass to his teammate. That is Kinner. Kinner gets it to Dixon, who slides down, missed the scoop shot. Rebound saved in bounds by Brantley Thompson. How about the defense there?
Great defense, nice block shot by Nigel Wilcox.
Nigel had 2 blocks in the game at Southeastern on Saturday. Between the rings with it is Jaquan Sims. Tries to probe his way, now slices right. Gets it out to Brantley Thompson, and an offensive foul call against Jaquan Sims, who immediately gets up off the collision area and taps himself in the chest to say, my bad.
Yeah, Jaquan Sims got caught getting just a little too deep when he kicked that pass out after his run up the lane.
OBU basketball brought to you by ShopOBUBison.com, the official online store of Bison Athletics, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. ShopOBUBison.com. Mo Wilson with the ball, gets around Green, goes around Sims and banks it a runner. Mo Wilson with his first basket. OBU's lead is now 9-6 with 13:19 to play here in the first half. Brantley Thompson right side to Sims. Jaquan with Dixon sagging off of him. Now it's Green, swings it left. Jordan Thompson, bang! He got another 3. Jordan Thompson from 3-point range in his first year at the collegiate level, now 10 of 31.
Carlin Kenner giving Thompson 6 feet. You cannot give him that much room. He just set up and shoot that 3.
Oklahoma Baptist doubling up Southern Nazarene. It's 12-6. They nearly force a turnover. Nick Davis gets it left of the paint. Pivots, try to cross court it. Jordan Thompson couldn't get the steal. It's into the hands of Kidder, who triggers a 3. Missed it, and Jaquan Sims had his legs taken out from underneath him while he was in the air by Nick Davis.
Oh, that scared me, Todd. You might have heard me say who. I seen Jaquan Sims get undercut by the 6'9" Nick Davis when he was up in the air and just came down on his backside instead of his back, thankfully.
Brantley Thompson is going to get a blow over on the bench, and he deserves a rest because he has really played well defensively here in this first half. Has had the entire Bison squad. Harrison Stoddard checks in. And now Xavier Bryant will come in. This kid was the 21st ranked high school basketball product his senior year according to TexasHoops.com. He started at Sam Houston State, played over 40 games down there, and now is at Southern Nazarene. Thompson to Green right side. Trey with it to Stoddard and lobs it down low for Wilcox. It's deflected. That's 10. 10 gathers and lays it in. Good concentration on the hands.
Oh, you're right, Justin 10, because Harrison Stoddard underthrew that pass. 10 timed it with his long reach over the Southern Nazarene defender and tipped it to himself.
14-6 OBU. Look at Jason Aker down there, almost doing jumping jacks. IIA with it right side between the circles for Xavier Bryant. Left wing 3, no good from Manny Dixon. Bison with a rebound. It's pretty much been one and done. Jordan Thompson thinks about a 3, drives, now gets into the paint with a behind-the-back dribble. Lost it, got it back, gets it to Green left corner. Back to JT, foul line extend on the wing. 12 minutes to play in the first half, and now they're going to slow it down with Quan on the center circle logo. Jaquan Sims moves left of the 10 screen. On the baseline is Thompson, drives left to right underneath the bucket. To Stoddard, he's run off the arc. Now to Trey Green with 4 to shoot. He missed long on a three-point attempt. Down for the rebound, Xavier Bryant. Good defense that time of the Crimson Storm. They've held OBU to 40% field goal shooting here in the first half, and we get a timeout. 11:40 to play before intermission. Oklahoma Baptist 14, Southern Nazarene 6. Back to Shawnee in the Noble Complex in a moment. This is Bison basketball on the OBU radio.
What makes a chicken sandwich spicy? Fiery sauces? Crazy hot toppings? Nope. It's all in the marinade. The heat and the flavor must come from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. More than book smart, more than business smart. They are wise in their whole being.
We are future shapers.
Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at O.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Impact on the success of over 550 OBU student athletes in the classroom, in the community, and in competition. When you give to the Stampede, you are truly investing in champions. Learn more and sign up today at obubison.com/Stampede. I'm sure he is listening with us tonight. Jerry is Hicklin. My friend, get well, get back soon. We are missing you, and right now your teammates doing a good job holding down the fort. 14-6, the 8-point lead for OBU, their biggest of the night, with 11:39 to play here in the first half. Xavier Bryant attacks down the paint, scoops it up, missed it. Rebound pulled down. Nick Davis had the shot blocked by Stoddard. Rebound retrieved by Xavier Bryant, and a travel violation is called out high.
Well, there's 2 blocked shots for the Bison. Harrison Stoddard and Nigel Wilcox each have one.
Adam Bohotch now starting to get more and more animated with, guess who? No, it's not David Stevens. I thought it was Stevens. Stevens is coming down the floor. I think it's Shea Hamilton. Underneath with it is Jaquan Sims. Fall away from the left block. Wouldn't go. Look at Justin 10 battle with Nick Davis. He won't win it, but the effort was great. IIA has it for Southern Nazarene. Under 11 to play first half from Shawnee. Bison by 8, 14-6. Out high, Manny Dixon to IIA between the circles. On him is Jaquan Sims. Now 10 almost acts like he's going to double. Now he goes one-on-one, IIA. They cross-court it, leave it out front. Bryant a pump fake, cut off top circle. Down low to Davis, working against Sims, and he lays it in. Nick Davis with his first basket.
Nick Davis at 6'9", got a gift going against the 6'2" Jaquan Sims there. He was expecting Harrison Stoddard or Justin 10 to be in his face, but it was Sims.
Brantley Thompson back out there on the floor after the break. He holds it above his head, wing right, lobs it to Stoddard on the baseline, going to work down low. They double him. Now Harrison gives it to Brantley, who attacks right, is cut off on the baseline. Back to Stoddard to Thompson, slot right for 3, and he got it. Brantley Thompson knocks the eyes out of a 3. Boy, he was really good from mid-range on Saturday afternoon down to Durant. Bison get the bucket back, and they now lead it 17-8.
Thompson just a little bit late getting back on IIA. Three-pointer.
EIA knocks down the first 3 for Southern Nazarene. They average 8.5 makes per ball game. Just like that, the deficit reduced to 6. 10 will put up a 3. Bang! He got it! Justin 10 puts up just his second three-point attempt of the year, and he pays that one off, and it's now 20-11.
And no hesitation by Justin 10 at 6'8", just sitting out there wide open.
Bryant, a pass down low to Davis. Good defense by Justin 10. Lobs it to IIA left wing. Back to Bryant. Crossover dribble. It looked like Sims had stolen it, and they're going to call Jaquan for his second personal foul.
Yeah, it looked like Sims poked it out with his left hand and had a breakaway layup. But Robert Burns called a reach-in foul on him. And you mentioned Justin 10, great defense. You're right. Nick Davis catches the ball under the goal. 10 pins him under the backboard.
Excuse me, partner, while I stand and applaud Justin 10, who's replaced by Nigel Wilcox. Also back out there is Jordan Thompson replacing Jaquan Sims. IIA with the basketball, dribbling, now attacking left. Got two defenders up in the air. Shoots high off the backboard. In fact, he overshot the entire backboard.
Yeah, that's pretty high off the backboard. Hit the shot clock behind the backboard.
That was actually Xavier Bryant and not IIA on the shot. 9:12 to play first half. OBU 20, Southern Nazarene 11. SNU, remember that deadly night inside the Sawyer Center? How about 1 of 5 3-point shooting here in this road game at Shawnee? And again, this is a team that's played well away from Bethany. 3-0 on the season. Jordan Thompson to Brantley Thompson, wing right. Brantley with a jab step. Drives, spins, loses the handle, out of bounds, and it was last touched by Manny Dixon. 14 of the shot clock for Oklahoma Baptist. Thompson was going to inbound. Now it will be Trey Green in front of the SNU bench. Green gets it to Nigel Wilcox. Back to Trey. A dribble now to Jordan Thompson out front. Shot clock getting deep. It's under 10. Thompson stutter steps, dribbles left of the Wilcox screen. Now drives in, had its pocket picked. Too much dribbling that time of the freshman. It was stolen by Mo Wilson. He goes through the paint, right to left. Now they try to cross court. The ball deflected. Kinner picks it up. Well, this is a discombobulated offense right now by Southern Nazarene, being bothered by the pressure. And now a whistle and a foul against OBU.
Yes.
And they're calling it on Trey Green. That's his first.
Southern Nazarene's offense bamboozled by the aggressive defense of OBU. It looks like a man-to-man matchup, but then the closest man will come over and double team a Southern Nazarene player.
Davis is out. Bauer is back in. They reset the shot clock at 20 seconds. 8.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Bison lead it by 9, 20-11, and they've held SNU to 5 made baskets and only 15 field goal attempts. Bryant to inbound. Points right wing. Mo Wilson comes out. Now moves left with the left hand. Jump passes quarter left. IIA. They double him. He bounces it for Bauer, who got Thompson in the air. He came up short. Rebound hard off the glass, and Brantley Thompson had it.
Wow. Break for OBU. That was no excuse by 6'8" Bauer to miss that point-blank range
From right
shot.
in front of the rim, he short-armed it. Wing right, save on Milton for 3. Airballs that one. Wilcox saves it inbounds to Trey Green at the top of the circle. To Brantley, attacking right, leans for the block, missed it off the glass, and a foul on the rebound. And it's Nigel Wilcox, I believe, that's going to get called for the foul, and that's his second.
Golly. I love the way Wilcox plays. He's all over the floor on defense. He's trying to get the rebound. He saves that ball from going out of bounds. It's just outstanding.
Timeout on the floor. 7:57 to play before the break. It's Oklahoma Baptist 20, Southern Nazarene 11 of the Bison basketball.
Trade in for more and buy it for less. At Hudaberg Chevy in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Chevys for less. And you'll get payments that fit any budget. HudabergGM.com.
You can count on Hudaberg, we'll give you more.
Trade it in for more, buy it for less. It's that easy. At Hudaberg Buick GMC in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Buicks and GMCs for less. HudabergGM.com.
You can count on Hudaberg, we'll give you more.
We can't walk in your shoes or work right beside you, but we can be here for you in money, in life. We get it. We're on this path together, you and TFCU, Tinker Federal Credit Union.
They're a good receiving team. A lot of those assists come like that great play by Harrison Stoddard, getting the pass up outside the left elbow, going up the lane with that long reach, that palm off the glass, and finish. A good finish helps a team get a lot of assists.
We'll see these guys for a third time, next time at the Sawyer Center, February the 8th. Final game scheduled February 22nd back here in Shawnee between SNU and OBU. Tonight, the 108th meeting between the two programs that date back to the District 9, the Sooner Athletic Conference days, and now into the Division II era for both programs. Mo Wilson into the front court, moves left of the screen for Manny Dixon. Dixon guarded by Milton. Goes right side. IIA is called. No, they're calling Trey Green for a push. and that's going to be Green's second. So Trey becomes the third Bison with multiple fouls, joining Jaquan Sims and Nigel Wilcox. Mandy Dixon inbounds. Savon Milton fronts the inbounds pass. Jason Aker provided his own entertainment tonight. You could hear him yelling in an empty gym, deny Trey, deny Trey. Wilson turns the corner, throws up a floater, missed it, tried to save the rebound in and off Thompson, and Jordan was able to time it and jump out of the way and then come up with the basketball. 7:15 to play first half. OBU's held Southern Nazarene to 11 points in the first half. Brantley Thompson attacks left. Jump passes to Milton in the corner. Now to Jordan Thompson. Jordan probes his way, backs it out for three, in and out. Milton with the rebound and the putback. Good job, Savon Milton, who gets the offensive board, and it's now 22-11.
They say follow your shot. Jordan Thompson didn't no need. Savon Milton following that shot for the putback on the left side.
Dixon wanted to hand it off, and it looked like he traveled, but they're going to call a foul. And did that go against Trey? It is. That's the third against the Kingfisher sophomore. So his minutes will be done more than likely here for the first half with 6:58 to play before the break. And Graham Stiefel is going to come into the ball game, a 6'4" freshman from Colleyville, Texas. He's had 1 rebound, 3 assists, played 2 minutes with a turnover Saturday afternoon, but did get into the game early. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for Adokie Iia, and he has his 4th point as he hits the first. Southern Nazarene is 9th in free throw percentage in the conference at 66%. They averaged 23 trips, but only converting 15. Women fell earlier tonight, 71-63. They were tied at 61 fairly late in that ball game. Still looking for the first win. They'll get another shot Thursday night against SWOSU. IIA hits both, and that's the first points in a long time for Southern Nazarene. Bison had held them scoreless for almost 4 minutes. Jordan Thompson cut off foul line right. Bounces it to Brantley for 3. Misses it. Rebound tipped out by Stiefel to Jordan Thompson. Jordan probes his way. Pulls up elbow right. Keeps his dribble. Now will back it out near the Bison Center logo. Jordan Thompson pivots. Goes to Graham Stiefel. He drives baseline. 8 to shoot. Kicks it quarter left for Savon Milton. Back to Thompson. Pump fakes. Throws it away. Was looking for Harrison Stoddard, who had his back to the play and was really in trouble down low with defenders all around him.
Yeah, Brantley Thompson, it fooled me too. I thought he was going to do that pull-up jumper just outside the free throw line. Harry did too. He turned around, went for the rebound.
OBU just won for their last 5. That's their 5th turnover here in the first half. Under 6 minutes to play before the break. Thompson guarded the basketball. They get it out high for Manny Dixon. He spins. Dixon with it high in the right front court for Carlin Kinner. Guarded by Graham Stiefel. Look at the freshman defending. Now Thompson comes out high to give him some help. Down the paint goes Kinner. He throws up a tough shot. Well defended by Graham, and it came off short off the front rim.
Graham Stiefel is almost inside Kinner's jersey. I don't see how Kinner thought he could take him, but Graham was all over him.
Milton calls for some help, gets it to the floor, Jordan Thompson. Thompson with 14 of the shot clock. Now goes to work. Stoddard sets a screen. They roll Harry down low. Thompson probes his way, gets deep around Davis, kicks it left quarter. Milton's 3, in and out, no good, and Nick Davis with a rebound for Snoop. Ball did everything but stay in the cylinders on Savon's corner 3. Mo Wilson veers from right to left to Dixon. Open for 3. Splash. She got it right side. That's been the best look that Manny Dixon has had tonight in his 2 3-point attempts.
Because OBU's defense is so active, and especially when Jason Aker went to that man-to-man and then the double team off the man.
5 straight for Southern Nazarene. The offensive problems continue for OBU. Jordan Thompson loses the handle, was poked away from him. A scramble on the baseline, and I think they're going to say that it was out of bounds off Southern Nazarene.
I tell you, Nick Davis got away with a hold. When Jordan Thompson dribbled by the 6'9" Davis, he had a hold of Thompson's arm. Thompson kept dribbling. That's where that scrum happened on the floor.
Stiefel will go out of the lineup. Savon Milton will too. Now, Jason's going to roll the dice here a little bit with Jaquan Sims back out there with 4:58 to play in the half, and Quan with already 2 fouls. One other starter, Trey Green, on the bench with 3 fouls here in the first half. It's a 5-0 Crimson Storm run that has reduced it from 22-11 down to 22-16.
He may be rolling the dice, but I think it's a good move. Jaquan Sims has got hot, and he needs a new hot hand.
I do too. Look at the bounce pass. Thompson to Stoddard, and he just muscles up and in. 8 already for Harrison Stoddard. OBU ends the drought. They're up again 24-16. Between the circles, Mo Wilson veers left, dribbles behind the back, needs some help. Brantley Thompson deflects the pass. It's run down by Nick Davis. Right side to Dixon, 12 to shoot. Dixon against Stoddard, pitches right corner. IIA's three off the front rim. Good job by Wilcox to tip the rebound to Stoddard.
Yeah, because he's going against Davis, who's the tallest person on the floor.
Jaquan Sims open three out front. No, Wilcox crashing for the board, and immediately he almost acted like it was off of him because he started pointing OBU basketball, and the official right underneath the goal says it is Bison basketball.
David Stevens gave it to the Bison.
4:21 to play first half, 24-16. Brantley Thompson lobs it to Nigel Wilcox, to Brantley. He'll put up a three. That one back rim, side rims, wouldn't go. Tipped by Sims off the mark, and it's out of bounds. I think last touch by Wilcox.
And Wilcox almost came away with that rebound. Wilcox was at the right angle when Thompson shot that three from the left corner, popped up. He ran in, timed it perfectly, just couldn't get a hold of it.
4:14 to play first half. Todd Miller, Scott Wanish with you from the Noble Complex. OBU trying to move to 2-1, and it's just their third home game of the season. IIA gets a screen, turns the corner, goes at Stoddard, and Harrison was on his hip trying to block the shot from behind. Easy call and the first foul of the night against Harry.
Harrison Stoddard blocked that shot cleanly, but of course the body was all over the dribbler there.
So Adokie IIA to the free throw line. He is 26 of 34. He leads Southern Nazarene in makes and free throws attempted this year. Can cut into an 8-point lead for the Bison with a free throw or two here, and Trey Green now will come in. Harrison Stoddard looks to maybe have injured a hand or a finger, maybe a cut, and he is being attended to by Ben Cleveland. Ben Cleveland, incidentally, has done just a terrific job keeping these athletes healthy. This guy is the best in the business, and you know it's an everyday headache with COVID.
And throughout football season, I know there wasn't a football season this year, but the last few years, Ben Cleveland, anytime somebody's any slightly injured, Ben Cleveland's right there.
IIA hits both. Sometimes it's a thankless job, but that athletic training staff here at OBU, headed up by Cleveland, is just second to none. 4 minutes to play first half. Thompson with it across midcourt to Brantley Thompson, to Wilcox way up front right side. Back to Sims, now to Jordan Thompson right side. 20 to shoot. Thompson with the left hand drives in. No look, foot pass to Trey Green to the corner. Green one dribble to Sims, slot left, back to Trey in the left corner. He drives baseline, pivots, got two defenders in the air, gets it to Nigel. He fumbles it, he dives, and it's going to go out of bounds into the front court of Southern Nazarene.
It's a good pass by Brantley Thompson to Nigel Wilcox. Wilcox was looking for a dunk early. I think he took his eye off of it. That's why he fumbled that ball.
Time out on the floor, 3:37 to play first half. We will keep it right here with OBU leading 24-18. If you're Southern Nazarene and you're shooting 30% and less than 29%, and down just two possessions here at OBU, a very good club. If it gets no worse, Adam Bohach has to love his position at halftime.
There's no doubt about it. I was actually surprised. I've forgotten the score watching this contest. It looks like OBU's dominating. I look up, it's only 24-18 in favor of the good guys.
First half brought to you by Send Relief, helping you make a difference in your community and the world around you, because when you help and hope, lives are changed. Bison fans, stay up to date on the latest in OBU sports by following us on Facebook at Oklahoma Baptist University Athletics, and on Twitter and Instagram at OBU_athletics to keep up with everything OBU. And there is a lot, and I mean a lot going on. You have the spring sports obviously about to kick up, but the fall sports have started as well that will be contested in the spring. Volleyball, the preseason GAC favorites and defending league champions, will open up tomorrow night here against Southeastern Oklahoma State inside the Noble Complex. Basketball at home against SWOSU Thursday night. Basketball on the road Saturday afternoon at East Central. That's a look at upcoming athletic events from Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, it's good to see that some of the fall sports get to play. Too bad football doesn't get to. It looks like spring sports will get in a full season.
Oh, the football is going to get to see some action. They're going to play some scrimmages this year. One, I think, is at UCO. The other maybe at Northeastern. I think they've got a couple more possibly. Chris was kind of talking to us about that at the fall game, and there hadn't been much more said about it, but I know they're going to have some scrimmages coming up. IIA with it between the circles, guarded by Trey Green. Harrison Stoddard back out there. Now to Xavier Bryant, 2 to shoot. Bryant moves left, fires a 3, no good. Down for the rebound is Green, who ripped it away from Davis. Green leaves it for Thompson to the backcourt.
Xavier Bryant had no choice to shoot that with the shot clock, and he about made that.
Stoddard almost made that one about 3 steps behind the arc at the top of the key. Southern Nazarene's Nick Davis controls the window. Under 3 minutes to play first half, 24-18, Oklahoma Baptist. IIA with it, that's Bryant left of the screen. Gets it to Dixon, who drives hard to the goal and lays it in. Manny a quiet 7 here tonight against OBU.
Dixon with a great ball fake, then used his own man as a screen, rubbed off the screen, and beat Harrison Stoddard to the glass.
OBU's just 1 for their last 8. They have really struggled, and Southern Nazarene's in a 4-point game. Thompson down the paint to the goal, throws it up, missed it, but he's fouled. And I believe that's going to go against Adokie IIA, and that should be his first personal.
Southern Nazarene bench wasn't happy with that call. One of the shortest, the shortest player on the floor for OBU, Jordan Thompson, just takes it all the way up the lane.
Thompson, a career-high 15 at Southeastern, career-best 31 minutes. He was 4 of 6 at the foul line, and he cleanly hits that one. Jordan with his 4th point. Thompson now 14 of 22, so he, after a slow start at the foul line, has really started to shoot much better. Just amazing how the speed of the game coming from high school directly to Division II has really not seemed to faze him.
No, and his ball handling, he dribbles so well with the left hand as well, being right-handed through the legs all the time through traffic.
Thompson's second foul shot is short. OBU by 5, and then IIA drives down the paint. The kick-out pass tipped out of bounds.
By Jordan Thompson.
Yep. Savon Milton will come in to get Trey Green, and Jason Aker able to steal a couple of minutes with Green not picking up his second foul, or third foul. Make that his 4th foul. And then 5 seconds called against Southern Nazarene to the inbounds pass.
It's very entertaining watching Jason Aker from here, and we hear him through the headphones. I didn't hear him much Saturday compared to tonight.
Well, I can tell you this. Jason Aker has so much respect for the Southern Nazarene program and their head coach, Adam Bohach. He might be just a little amped up tonight, wanting to beat a team that's really had his number since he's been here in Shawnee. Thompson a straight on 3, and Brantley flushes that one down. Thompson with a 5th made triple for OBU, and just like that, the lead stretched back to 8. OBU has now scored 5 straight.
Thompson coming off that curl long just to the left of the key.
Into the paint, Bryant banks his way against Thompson. Brantley forces him to throw it up, and it banks in. There's nothing else you can do with that defense from Brantley.
No, good defense, I guess, to the floor, then hit it high off the glass.
Jordan Thompson dribbles between the legs to Stoddard. Harrison hands it back to JT. 90 seconds to play first half. OBU's lead is 6. And the Bison turn it over. Thompson trying to cross-court pass. IIA with a steal past Harrison. Stoddard missed it. And then Dixon looked like he knocked the ball out of bounds. We're going to say it's off Brantley Thompson, so SNU will get 26 of the shot clock.
Brantley Thompson did hit that ball, but in the area, Manny Dixon was right there. It almost looked like Brantley Thompson tipped it off Manny Dixon, but it's hard to tell from up here.
Will Cox and Jordan Thompson check out. Justin 10, Graham Stiefel back in for Oklahoma Baptist. With a $1:21 to play here in the first half, it's 28-22 good guys. Mo Wilson gets the inbounds pass, so they're going to call a moving screen against Nick Davis. Nick Davis immediately looked at David Stevens and said, "What did I do?" 8 fouls against OBU. That's the 6th now against Southern Nazarene.
I think that's at least the 4th offensive foul both ways that David Stevens has called tonight.
Brantley Thompson, Harrison Stoddard, Jaquan Sims, the 3 seniors out there on the floor, along with Justin 10 and Graham Stiefel. Stoddard cross-courts it for Brantley Thompson, lobs it for 10, who collects and lays it in. Justin 10 is a project, but let me tell you something. He is looking better and better by the weeks.
You're right, Todd, and that great pass by Brantley Thompson, but Justin 10 pinned his man on his backside up on the high side of the lane and then released at the right time to go get the lob from Thompson.
He's at high 7 for 10. Davis cross-courts it for IIA. Left wing side, it's Kenner who put the shot up and in. The Southern Nazarene bench has wanted to count Jason Aker immediately out there, and he is saying that does not count. So what they should do, the three officials now are going to get together, and they're doing it almost within earshot of Jason Aker.
Well, I thought the Southern Nazarene player was in the act of shooting whenever the whistle was blown, for sure.
I think they're going to go over to the monitor and take a look at this. 48.5 seconds to play before intermission. And this is big because if the three-point basket stands, it would make it a 5-point game again. Jason Aker will publicly tell you, he will look at you and say, Adam Bohach is clearly the best team of this conference. And you know what? I agree with him. I mean, what he has done has just been incredible. His consistency. 3 times in a row they've won the Great American Conference Championship, in my opinion, and I could be wrong. I don't think that's a feat that will ever be duplicated.
You know, that would be a good prediction because it's just so difficult to even get home wins in this league. The parity that's in this league with Southwestern jumping up. Southeastern's always right there. East Central going to Southern Nazarene and knocking them off. It's just a hard fight, Todd, every night in this league.
They have scored the basket for Kenner. And now Nick Davis, after Justin Tinn's foul, is going to be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. That's the 9th foul of the half against the Bison. First one is up, and he'll get the bonus. A 5-point trip for Southern Nazarene. And what a shot of hope and momentum going to the locker room for them with 48.5 seconds to play. Davis' second free throw is up. That one is short. He almost airballed it, and Justin Tinn corrals the miss. Southern Nazarene had made 5 straight at the line, 4 of those from IIA before the miss from Kenner. Brantley Thompson has started baseline right. He spins and scores. Look at the soft touch for Harrison, who has 10 tonight.
Shooter's touch. Hit the front of the rim, hit the back end, fell in.
Stoddard, 4 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with the 10 points in 16 minutes. Now, IIA is going to pull it out. They can almost play for the final shot, not quite. A difference of 2.2 seconds between shot and game clock. 32-26 is our score. Bison have led by as many as 11 at 22-11. IIA against Jaquan Sims. Moves left, 2 to shoot, finger rolls it up, shot wouldn't go, gets his own miss, tips it across the rim, and the rebound to Tinn, who throws it the length of the floor, and that one is off the glass. And Southern Nazarene is...
Shot clock violation.
Yeah. But did the initial shot not hit the rim?
Yeah, I thought the first one did, and then the next one was an air ball by...
That's what I thought, that the initial shot by IIA hit the rim, then he got his own miss and overshot the basket. Southern Nazarene is saying that it should be their basketball. Right now there's 1.5 seconds back up on the clock.
Well, it can't be their basketball because Justin Tinn got the rebound on the air ball by IIA.
I know, but that's what they were
What
screaming.
the horn was the shot clock going off, which it shouldn't have went off.
Okay, that's what they were arguing. I just heard them say it's our ball. It's our ball. David Stevens, Robert Burris, Shea Hamilton, 3 officials visiting, and now the coaches are going to be brought together. 1.5 seconds to play. It's a 6-point lead for OBU. David Stevens, ever the peacemaker, talking to Jason Aker. And now to Adam Bohach. Jason just says that's enough. That's the end of the first half. So at halftime, after all of that, we get where we thought we were at to begin with. OBU by 6, 32-26. The first half has been brought to you by Sin Relief, helping you make a difference in your community and the world around, because when help and hope combine, lives are forever changed. The Hudiburg Auto Group halftime report is just around the corner. Bison lead by 6 over Southern Nazarene. 32-26. This is Bison basketball on the OBU Radio Network.
And for more and buy it for less. At Hudiburg Chevy in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Chevys for less. And you'll get payments that fit any budget. HudiburgGM.com.
You can count on Hudiburg, we'll give you more.
Trade it in for more, buy it for less. It's that easy. At Hudaberg Buick GMC in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Buicks and GMCs for less. HudabergGM.com.
You can count on Hudaberg, we'll give you more.
How does a chicken sandwich become a Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich? Is it by slathering it in a fiery sauce or adding some crazy hot toppings? Nah. If the chicken in a chicken sandwich wants to be spicy, it has to come from the inside. By marinating it in spices, frying it up, then cooling it off with fresh veggies, all on a new brioche bun. Good thing flavor can come from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Welcome everybody to tonight's halftime promotion. I've got Christian and Aubrey here for the Whataburger free throw challenge. You know how this works. We're putting 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to be at the free throw line shooting as many free throws as they can. Whoever makes the most is going home with a Whataburger prize pack. We've got a couple rebounders here to help them out. And Aubrey, Christian, y'all ready? Yes, sir. Let's go to the free throw lines. Let's see what you got. All right, on my mark, we will start the clock. All right, guys, are you ready? Yeah? Ready, set, go. Let's see. All right, Christian's off to a hot start. Good thing we got a rebounder for Aubrey. Oh, there we go. I believe it's 1-1. Looks like Aubrey and Christian are pretty good at shooting the basketball. Two, one. All right. What's our final scores here, guys? We got 4 for Christian, and we got 3 for Aubrey. Look at that. Christian just gets it. Taking home the Whataburger prize pack. Aubrey, we'll send you home with an OBU prize pack. Thank you for participating. Fans, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Let me tell you a story. A story about a woman who walks miles to carry undrinkable water to her family. Let me tell you about the water. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink after a hurricane. I'll tell you about people, millions of people, who find themselves in a strange land far, far away. And I'll tell you a story about a farmer whose family and finances are being starved by drought. And how, on the other side of the world, there is a family starving for nutrients in a food desert. I'll tell you the tale of a trafficked teenager waiting to be assaulted again tonight, and again, and again. And how once upon a time, there was a child who would go to sleep without a bedtime story because that child didn't have someone to read them a bedtime story. It wasn't just once upon a time. It was hundreds of thousands and even millions upon a time. But that's not where the story has to end. Together, as Southern Baptists, we can rewrite the story. Together, we can become an unstoppable force of hope. Together, we can respond. Together, we can meet needs across the globe. Together, we can change lives in our own communities. Together, we are Send Relief.
Oklahoma Baptist leads Southern Nazarene 32-26. The Bison looking to return the favor of a loss earlier a couple weeks ago up in Bethany. First half shooting by team for Southern Nazarene, 9 of 27, great active defense. Sometimes Jason Aker is a man-to-man, and he'll come in and double team with the closest man off of that, pushing Southern Nazarene back out across the floor, even out towards half court, getting Southern Nazarene out of rhythm. 9 of 27, 33% for the Crimson Storm in the opening half. 3 of 9 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe for 83%. For Oklahoma Baptist, 13 for 32, 40.6%. 5 of 19 from beyond the arc, and just 1 of 2 free throws in the game to round out Oklahoma Baptist's lead, 32-26 in the men's contest. The biggest lead of the games for SNU has been 2. at the 17:09 mark. OBU 11 with 7:09 to go in the opening half. The best scoring run, the Crimson Storm 5. That was at the 5:16 mark. For Oklahoma Baptist is 7 at the 14:47 mark. The lead has changed twice. The game has been tied twice. Time with the lead. SNU just 21 seconds had that 2-point lead. Oklahoma Baptist 16 minutes and 47 seconds with the lead. Turnovers, points from turnovers, OBU holds a 10-2 advantage and also a 16-10 advantage in the paint. Second chance points, the Bison 6, Crimson Storm 0. Neither team has scored a fast break point, and OBU also leads bench scoring by a 13-5 margin. Once again, Oklahoma Baptist over Southern Nazarene here at halftime, 32-26. Today's halftime show is brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to browse their selection over 1,000 new and used vehicles. This is Bison Basketball on the OBU Radio Network. This leads the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene 32-26 in the nightcap. Individual scoring for Southern Nazarene. 6'8" Mike Bauer, 1 for 2 from the field. He has 2 points. Mo Wilson the second. He's 1 for 4 from the field for 2 points. And he has 4 assists in the game. Adokiai Ioi is 1 for 5 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown. Perfect 4 for 4 from the line. He has 7 points. Also with 7 points, Manny Dixon, who hit a nice three-pointer from the right wing. He's 1 for 2 from downtown, 3 for 5 from the field. He has 7 points along with Iaie. Carlin Kenner, he's 1 for 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. He's got 3 points. Also with 3 points, 6'9" Nick Davis, 1 for 3 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the stripe. And the rounding out the scoring for the Crimson Storm is Xavier Bryant, 1 for 4 from the field, missed his only 3-point attempt. He has 2 points for 26 total Southern Nazarene points. Southern Nazarene has 17 rebounds, but OBU's out-rebounded them 22-17. Mo Wilson leads, has 3 rebounds, 6'9" Nick Davis leads the Crimson Storm with 4 rebounds. On assists, Mo Wilson with 4 and a pair by Xavier Bryant to round out the 6 total assists. Southern Nazarene 8 turnovers to 7 of OBU, but 4 steals for the Crimson Storm, 1 each by Iaie and Mo Wilson and a pair by Carlin Kenner. For Oklahoma Baptist, Nigel Wilcox all over the floor on defense, offense, block shot. You name it, he's going to pick up a loose ball. Nigel Wilcox, the fleet-footed post player for the Bison, has not scored, but he does have a big block shot underneath the goal and 3 rebounds. Harrison Stoddard, 5 of 10 from the field in the opening half, missed all 3 three-pointers, has 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 of them offensive. Jaquan Sims, 1 for 5 overall, 1 for 3 from downtown. For 3 points, has cooled off just a little bit as he really got on track in Durant Saturday afternoon. Brantley Thompson, 2 for 7 from the field, 2 for 6 from downtown. 6 points. He also has 3 assists. Jordan Thompson, 1 for 2 from the field. Those were both 3-point attempts. He has 4 points. Justin 10, 6'8", coming in playing some great basketball. For Jason Aker, Justin 10, an untarnished 3 for 3 from the field and hit his only 3-point attempt, just set up. They let the big man outside just right of the top of the key. Wide open set shot, follow through, boom, hits his only 3-pointer. He's got 7 points in just 5 minutes and 37 seconds of playing time. He also has 2 boards to go with that. Savon Milton with a nice follow shot of Jordan Thompson. Had a miss from the left wing. Following the shot, Savon Milton went in, grabbed it just right at the left block, put it off nicely off the glass. 1 for 3 from the field, 2 points, missed both of his 3-pointers.
Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law. We have over 100 years of combined litigation experience fighting for Oklahomans injured as a result of a semi-crash. These crashes are traumatic and in most cases cause catastrophic injuries and even death. Our most recent trial involved a fatal semi-truck crash, resulting in a $4.25 million verdict for our client. If you have been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free.
We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
Both teams back out on the floor as we get ready for the start of the second half. Southwestern in town on Thursday night, 5:15, our pregame show. Women to go at 5:30. The men will play at 7:30, and then on the road again to East Central and Northwestern after the visit from Southwestern. Hard to believe we're about to make our way through the conference schedule for a second time. Scheduled to play 4 games. These two will play 2 more times in Bethany on February the 8th. And here in Shawnee on February the 22nd. Folks, if you're looking for the perfect gift for the OBU student, alumni, or fan in your life, visit shopobubison.com, the official online store of Oklahoma Baptist University Athletics, where they have the best selection of officially licensed gifts, apparel, and more, with proceeds benefiting OBU. The second half is coming up next. This is the Hudaburg Halftime Report, brought to you by the Hudaburg Auto Group. Visit Hudaburg.com to browse their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. The second half is next, presented by McIntyre Law on the Oklahoma Baptist Basketball Radio Network. SNU out on the floor. Oklahoma Baptist still in their huddle across the way. 20 minutes to go for Oklahoma Baptist to try and leapfrog the Crimson Storm in the conference standings. OBU is a half game back of 4-2. SNU in the league standings. Second half on the Bison Radio Network presented by Noble McIntyre, OBU alumnus, to his team of dedicated and effective personal injury attorneys at McIntyre Law. OBU will start their original 5 to begin the ball game, and now one of those, Trey Green, has 3 fouls. The other, Jaquan Sims and Nigel Wilcox, have 2. Harrison Stoddard and Brantley Thompson, the other 2 out of the floor. SNU in the black, crimson, and white will go from right to left. They have the basketball. And now cutting to the basket is Manny Dixon. He misses the layup. Stoddard tips the rebound. Bauer has it. He'll leave it out front. Straight on 3 is short. And the ball out of bounds, or was it? Saved into the backcourt by Southern Nazarene, and that'll be a violation. That is terrific hustle, though, by Manny Dixon as he went flying over one of the socially distanced chairs on that Southern Nazarene bench trying to get the ball back in bounds, and he did, but he threw it into the backcourt.
But there was a shot. Once Southern Nazarene shoots, I don't know. I guess they did just say, I guess it's backcourt, still possession.
Yeah, OBU never touched the basketball. Brantley Thompson to Harrison Stoddard on the baseline. Harrison backing down against Mike Bauer. Spins, goes up, misses short. Bauer with pretty good defense, and he has the rebound. Still 32-26, early second half. Mo Wilson the second, pivots on the left low post. Now shoots over Brantley Thompson and scores. Mo Wilson with his second field goal has 4. He had 3 and 8 rebounds in the Southern Nazarene win at the Sawyer Center earlier this month, January the 11th. 1 minute gone, second half. Trey Green with it, left wing. Started it out front to Trey Green. Green with the right hand, probes his way top of the key. Now to Jaquan Sims for 3, back rims it, and down for the rebound is Wilson. He lost it. Trey Green diving to the floor, and Wilson digs it out to Bauer to save the possession.
Jaquan Sims with a wide open look. I've been all excited with him getting hot at Southeastern.
Getting hot, Southern Nazarene, IIA, knifes to the basket, uncontested for the deuce, and all of a sudden it's down to a 2-point game again, 32-30. OBU's biggest lead was 11 in the first half at 22-11. Thompson against the good defense from Southern Nazarene. It's a man-to-man look. Goes right circle for Sims. Back to Brantley. Brantley lobs it down low on the block for Nigel Wilcox. He kicks it out to Stoddard for 3. Bang! He got it. Harrison finally gets the lid off the basket from 3-point range. He had been 0 of 3 from bonus ball range before that one, and OBU leads it by 5.
There's an assist by Nigel Wilcox down on the left block. That quick kick out allowed Harrison to have time for a wide open 3.
Adokie IIA with it. Now the reverse left baseline. Dixon with the basketball. Swings it over the baseline. The 3 on the way is no good by Kenner. He didn't follow his shot, and OBU easily, uncontested, has the board. Bison into the front court, good to work, up by 5. Sims with it to Stoddard out at the top of the circle. Drives against Bauer, scoops it up, missed it. Wilcox with the rebound and the putback. He just comes from nowhere, Scott. I'm watching the basketball, and then all of a sudden you see number 4 flying in there.
How about the elevation by Wilcox? He times it right, and he just rises up, pulls it down with the right hand, lays it in.
IIA, top of the circle, cross courts at right corner for Dixon. He bangs the 3 off the hill of the rim. Stoddard with a rebound and a foul. And have they called Harrison Stoddard for the foul? I think David Stevens has, and that's going to be his second.
I think that's a good call. Stoddard was going for the ball, but he hooked one of the wrists of a Southern Nazarene player on that rebound.
17-17 to go, 37-30 Oklahoma Baptist. After Southern Nazarene had come out with 4 straight to start the second half and reduce the halftime advantage down to 2 at 32-30. Dixon gets the lob pass to Adokie IIA between the circles. Left side for Kenner, back to IIA. Now to Kenner against a trapping defense. He'll bounce it for Adokie in the corner. Now to Dixon, top of the circle, and a diagonal pass. 4 to shoot. Right side with it is Wilson. Puts up a 3, trying to bank it in. It's short. And the rebound hard off the back of the heel for Trey Green. Good defense that time for OBU.
Yeah, Jaquan Sims was all over Mo Wilson.
Sims to Brantley, catch and shoot 3. Swish, he got it! Holy Toledo, Brantley Thompson with the second of back-to-back 3s for the seniors. Stoddard and Brantley, and the Bison have now built the lead to 10.
That's the same way Brantley Thompson hit a 3-pointer in the early. coming from right to left off a curl, pull-up three.
Mo Wilson dances with it out front. Green pesters him. Wilson got by with a carry, then Sims pokes it free. And Sims is called for the reach-in. That is his third. So now Jason Aker has foul problems with 16:23 to play in the ball game, and 2 of his starters with 3 fouls.
How's David Stevens call that foul on Jaquan Sims? He just slapped the ball that was down there on the floor.
Second foul of the second half against OBU. SNU inbounds, Mandy Dixon. Now Wilson sets the table out high. IIA works right circle against Trey Green. Ventures back middle of the floor. On the wing, it's now Bauer down low. Extra pass to IIA, crosses over, drives in. It's knocked away, and SNU will not get the shot off. That is 2 back-to-back terrific defensive possessions for Oklahoma Baptist.
And Adam Bohaj is yelling at IIA, take that open 3 that he had. I love the ball movement that the Crimson Storm had, but they passed on like 4 shots, and by that time, when that ball hit the floor, there's only 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and they had to throw it up one-handed.
Nigel Wilcox is out. Justin Tinn, who had his best half of basketball this year, comes off the bench here to start the second half along with Thompson. Jordan to Trey Green to Brantley out front. Now to Harrison Stoddard at right circle. He lobs it underneath in traffic. It's deflected. Bauer playing volleyball with it. It's still free on the floor, and Dixon digs it out away from Jordan Thompson. It was a bad pass from out high by Harrison Stoddard. Down low with it as Wilson backs it out into the midcourt stripe. 15:26 to play, second half. Wilson, a behind-the-back dribble, leans and scores. It's a big-time basket by Wilson right of the paint.
Big-time basket, you're right, because Justin Tinn had both long arms stretched up in his face. That was a tough shot that he made.
15-10 for the finish. OBU leads at 40-32. Brantley Thompson, another 3. Bang! He got it from the left circle. Brantley Thompson is filling it. He's got 12, and the lead is now 43-32.
Brantley Thompson behind the screen. When he's got a screen and he's got all that room to shoot, he is deadly.
Brantley 4 of 8 from 3, and he's hit 2 big ones here after SNU had cut it down to 2. Between the circles, Wilson angles right. He's doubled out front by Jordan Thompson and Green. Cross courts it for IIA. To Bauer on the baseline against 10. Back to IIA, and he knocks down a big 3. And that is a big 3 because Southern Nazarene was wobbling.
In IIA, that's a good shot. He shot over the 6'7" Harrison Stoddard outside the three-point line.
IIA with 12 to pace all Crimson Storm scorers. He's 2 of 4 from 3 and 3 of 7 from the floor. Jordan Thompson with it out front. Goes behind the back, drives against Kidder, leans in against Carlin, missed it, tips his own rebound up off the window hard, and Bauer just rips it down over the much smaller Jordan Thompson. Bison lead is 43-35. We're at 14:06 to play here in the final half. Kidder with it on a cross-court pass. Carlin, yo-yo dribbles, now veers back middle of the floor, right side for IIA on the baseline, and now it goes to Mo Wilson. Wilson at the high post right, attacks against 10. He lays it up and in, and no basket. A foul against Justin on the floor, and that'll bring us to our first media timeout. With 13:51 to play in the ball game, it's Oklahoma Baptist 43, Southern Nazarene 35. The second half brought to you by Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law on the Bison Radio Network. Okay.
Possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Spending life wisely means taking small steps towards a life of love and impact. And we're here to inspire and empower you along the way. Spend life wisely. First United Bank.
LA.Bank, that's the First National Bank and Trust Company. Your bank for life, member FDIC. Nick Davis will come in for the Storm out of the timeout. OBU trying to win for the third time in the last 6 meetings with Southern Nazarene after they had lost 9 straight to the Storm to start their Division II era. SNU will inbound. Mo Wilson will do it to the right of the basket. Looks out high and now lobs it into the backcourt for Manny Dixon. Jason Aker wanted a backcourt violation. Dixon working against Wilcox, whips it left. Open quarter 3 by Wilson is up and it's good.
That was a correct no call by the officials because there's no possession in the front court on the inbound. There was 1 foot in the front court and went to the back, but it's got to be all 3 points in the front before it goes to the back.
But you can't blame him for trying, right? Thompson hands it off to Brantley, another 3, and he got it! Brantley Thompson with 15 on 5 3-point baskets and a huge answer to put the lead to 46-38.
Shot 50% at Southeastern, and he's even hotter tonight.
And down low, the ball out of bounds at the other end of IIA. So Jordan Thompson, I think, has been hit in the head a couple of times, kind of dabbing at his head and scratching just above his left eye.
2 trips down the floor earlier, Jordan Thompson took a hard elbow to the face when he leaned in trying to draw that foul inside.
12:53 to go. Thompson, a crossover dribble, veers left. Davis covers him up to Brantley Thompson, another 3. That was an air ball, and it was well defended by SNU. Storm with the miss, bring it to the front court. They're down 8, 46-38. Nick Davis sets a high screen. Moving to the left, Mo Wilson. Now he cross-courts it. Open 3, Dixon, no good. Davis with a rebound. There's contact and a foul underneath against OBU.
Yeah, Brantley Thompson just drove over Nick Davis.
That's the first on Brantley. Team foul number 4 against the Bison. SNU yet to be whistled for a foul here in the second half.
But Thompson, without any fouls, he relentlessly went for that rebound.
So SNU will trigger it inbounds underneath their own basket. It's Mo Wilson. It's at right side. Driving in is Kennery. Missed it once, got it back, missed it again, to the rebound out of bounds off of OBU.
And Stoddard got a block that second
did.
putback.
Harrison Stoddard with his second block of the game, or what should be his second block. He now is 3 away from moving to the top 5 of the Great American Conference all-time in block shots. And now the officials are going to get together on the near side. Trey Green is about to check back in at midcourt for OBU. They'll wave him in. Jordan Thompson is going to go to the bench.
Jason Akers losing his voice. He yelled so loud that first half, and into the second half, it's just kind of barely fading away.
He makes my throat hurt. There's no doubt about it. IIA gets the inbounds pass, cut by with a step, spins right, and layup good. Yeah. Boy, this guy can score. 14 for IIA, who again was named the co-offensive player of the week this week in the Great American Conference. Right side with it is Jaquan Sims, bounces to Stoddard, swings it left. Thompson thought about a 3. Down to Trey Green, head of the circle against the man-to-man. Right side, Sims goes underneath the basket. Green right off the arc, pulls up foul line left to the foul. And that's on IIA, and that's his second. First foul here in the second half, almost 8 minutes deep against Southern Nazarene.
Nice ball movement by the Bison. I think Southern Nazarene just fouled because they thought somebody's going to take that open shot, especially Brantley Thompson, who's been red hot.
SNU has counted road wins at Southeastern by 8, by 9 last time out a week ago today against East Central after the game Saturday was canceled against Northwestern. They've beaten the Rangers 67-46. That was on the 7th of January, and that was the last time before tonight Northwestern had been on the floor in men's basketball. Nigel Wilcox on the inbounds from Thompson, hands it back to Brantley to Green. They swing it left. Sims using the crossover dribble, going to the goal, right into the body of Davis. Missed it, but a follow slam by Wilcox. Nigel with 4. OBU leads it 48-40.
The timing by Nigel Wilcox, that ball bounced twice off the rim on Sims' driving miss. Two-handed dunk.
Wilson bounces it for Davis, kicks it for IIA. Quarter left, no, it's short off the side iron, and the rebound to Trey Green. Green with it to Sims. Sims, a yo-yo dribble out front. Now will back it out. Under 11.5 to play. OBU trying to even the season series with Southern Nazarene. Protecting home court so important in the Western Division of the Great American Conference. Sims probes his way, now backs it out. His three does not go. High off the back of the iron, and Southern Nazarene has it. It's Manny Dixon who angles from right to left into the front court. Dances in front of David Stevens on the bench. And now a foul called against Southern Nazarene. And that is against Manny Dixon. I think they got him for a push-off, and that's his second. And a timeout on the floor as Manny Dixon is visiting with Adam Bohach before the timeout. 11-11 to play, second half. The Bison holding the Storm at bay. OBU 48, Southern Nazarene 40. This is Bison basketball on the OBU Radio Network.
Attorney Jordan Klinger at McIntyre Law. Recently, the FDA requested manufacturers withdraw ranitidine drugs commonly known as Zantac. Zantac has been found to potentially cause cancer in the bladder, colon, throat, nasal cavity, kidneys, liver, lungs, pancreas, prostate, stomach, and testicular cancer. If you have taken Zantac, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call us at 405-917-5200 or visit us online at mcintyrelaw.com. Download our new app.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
OBU basketball brought to you by SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee. They have a game plan to keep you healthy. Visit ssmhealth.com. Also presented in part by P&K Equipment. They invite you to stop by any of their 18 locations and see why around here John Deere starts with P&K. Trey Green, Jaquan Sims, Nigel Wilcox, Harrison Studdard, Brantley Thompson out there on the floor. So right now the original five out there for OBU. Brantley Thompson, a huge second half. He's got 9 of his 16 on 3 3-point baskets after halftime. Sims goes right into the body of the defender, and the shot is blocked by SNU. Dixon underhands it left side. Bryant with the basketball. They back off. He'll fire a three, and he got it. You can't give that guy, who in his career scored more than 2,400 points in high school, that much separation. The lead down to 5.
That separation for Bryant was there because of the forced shot by Sims, and Southern Nazarene was in transition.
Stoddard lobs it to Wilcox, who leaps over 3 defenders, ripped it away, goes up and in. Are you kidding me? This guy just continues to impress.
And 3 defenders over them, and they're picking his pocket, trying to pull it. He was so strong, he pulled the ball to his body, went up for the bucket.
And an unforced mistake is IIA, pump faked and dropped his pivot foot. So a missed opportunity there for Southern Nazarene, their 13th turnover. And OBU will get it leading by 8 with 10:19 to play here in the second half. Nigel Wilcox is being attended to. He's still out on the floor, and Ben Cleveland, the trainer, is standing to the sideline. If you're watching on Oklahoma Baptist University Athletics YouTube page, you could probably see what was going on. 10:19 to play here in the ball game. Bison lead by 8, 50-42. OBU playing the second game without Jarius Hicklin. And had guys step up again tonight. Brantley Thompson really starting to be white hot offensively. Thompson with it right corner. Cross courts it for Sims. Loads for 3. Bang! Jaquan Sims with a clean 3. The lead is 11. That equals the biggest tonight for the Bison.
Jay Sims with a nice follow-through from the left side, nothing but nylon.
Bryant with the basketball, guarded by Jaquan, middle of the floor, crosses over, attacks left, quarter right. Now they turn down the 3. IIA drives, goes to the goal. Wilcox over the top, blocks the shot, and a foul. And I think it's on Jaquan Sims, and that's going to be his 4th personal foul.
Jaquan Sims would have took the charge, but David Stevens rightly ruled that Sims was within the inside the semicircle.
OBU led 22-11 in the first half. They lead 53-42 here with 9:48 to play in the second half. And Adokie IIA will go to the free throw line. Played high school basketball at Putnam City North. Began his post-high school career in San Antonio at UTSA. He is 5 of 5 as he hits the first free throw. Southern Nazarene was 11 of 14 to the stripe when these two teams played on the 7th of this month. Second free throw's good. Lead is 9. Clock begins to wind, approaching 9:40 to go in regulation. Bison looking for their third straight victory. Green with it to Thompson. Corner left three, Stoddard rattles off. Down for the rebound, Mo Wilson. Wilson through the middle of the paint. Now picks his dribble up left block. Goes out high. Attacking is Bryant to the goal. Layup is good. He took a hard fall after he made the basket.
Yeah, he went hard to the rim, elevated high, just kind of lost his balance a little bit.
5 straight by the Storm. They've reduced it down to 53-46. Thompson touches it back out high to Sims, who's out there with 4 fouls. Brantley to Trey Green for 3. Got it! Trey Green has not shot much from 3 this year, but it's quality over quantity. He's now 7 of 16 from beyond the arc.
That's a huge, huge three-pointer when Southern Nazarene's chipping away down to 7.
Ayaye with it, right corner to Kenner, back to Adokie, straight on, no. Trey Green with the rebound, juggled it, lost it, taking it away was Mo Wilson. He bricks the layup. Nigel Wilcox got hit in the mouth, is able to shovel the rebound to Sims. Out ahead to Green, right corner, Brantley Thompson for 3. Bang! Holy Toledo! The Bison are shooting out of their minds from 3. Timeout, Southern Nazarene. 8:27 to play, second half. It's the good guys 59, SNU 46. Back after this on the Bison Radio Network.
Boy, that was a good one.
Huh?
That was a good one.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. More than book smart, more than business smart. They are wise in their whole being.
We are future shapers.
Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
How does a chicken sandwich become a Whataburger spicy chicken sandwich? Is it by slathering it in a fiery sauce or adding some crazy hot toppings? Nah. If the chicken in a chicken sandwich wants to be spicy, it has to come from the inside. By marinating it in spices, frying it up, then cooling it off with fresh veggies, all on a new brioche bun. Good thing flavor can come from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
% from the floor. I think he only had 1 3-pointer in that game, but he had those nice little 18-foot jumpers, pull-ups all night long.
Brantley with 18, now 59 away from 1,000 in his career here at OBU. It's going to be cool that he and Harrison Stoddard, who have been best of friends since they came here to Bison Hill, are going to go into an elite club at OBU basketball in the same season. It will also give OBU a rare 3-headed 1,000-point scoring monster, the other, of course, being Jaquan Sims, who came in with over 1,000 points this year. He's over 1,200, and over 700 of those came in his first 2 years at Limestone. 13-point lead. Out high with it is Mo Wilson. Cross courts it. Dixon against the zone. Leaves it out high. They bounce it down low, and Davis lays it in. It's a great assist, though, from Carlin Kinner.
Oh, it was. Carlin Kenner took the ball hard at Harrison Stoddard. Stoddard had to decide either stop the ball or lay back, and he stopped the ball, and then Kenner dropped it off.
59-48. Jordan Thompson with the basketball. Left wing back out there out of the break. Jordan working one-on-one against Mo Wilson. Drives to the foul line, gets it to Stoddard right side, hands it off to Brantley, 7 to shoot. Stoddard dancing with the basketball. Now gets the defender, Kidder of the air, goes right side to Thompson, 2 to shoot. He throws it up and he's fouled. Mo Wilson with his first foul, and that is a huge bailout by David Stevens with 1 of the shot clock.
Yeah, Jordan Thompson did a good job to draw that foul off the drive, dribbling, leaned in to the defender.
Time out on the floor, 7:44 to play in the second half, and we're going to keep it right here and remind you that OBU basketball in the final half brought to you by OBU alumnus Noble McIntyre and his team of dedicated and effective personal injury attorneys at McIntyre Law. There's
Attorney Jordan Klinger at McIntyre Law. Recently, the FDA requested manufacturers withdraw ranitidine drugs commonly known as Zantac. Zantac has been found to potentially cause cancer in the bladder, colon, throat, nasal cavity, kidneys, liver, lungs, pancreas, prostate, stomach, and testicular cancer. If you have taken Zantac, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call us at 405-917-5200 or visit us online at McIntyreLaw.com. Download our new app today.
Yes. Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. It's just so, it's almost too hard to put into words. Good thing there's the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger.
18-46. You don't know going forward what the future holds, how many more games we'll get to play, but I know this. I love this basketball team. I mean, they are just so much. They're great guys, and they're just so much fun to watch on the hardwood.
Yes, their execution is impeccable at times, both offensively and defensively.
Let's look at Nigel Wilcox's numbers very quickly. 6 points, 5 rebounds. He has a block and an assist in 20 minutes of play. That just does not, though, begin to tell the story, because his energy is just infectious with the rest of his team.
And you could call him a trash man. He's not shooting any jump shots, but all those offensive misses, he's had 2 putbacks, 1 huge slam.
Jordan Thompson hits the first free throw. The freshman All-Stater from Southmore will get 1 more. He has his 5th point, coming off a career-high 15 against Southeastern Saturday afternoon down to Durant. And the second free throw is good. I didn't think he was going to make it. I thought it was short and then hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and then rattled home.
You brought my attention to Nigel Wilcox. He was set up on the left side of the lane. He circled all the way around the free throw line to the right block and almost got the offensive rebound.
61-48. Thompson at the other end gets the basketball, brings it down the floor, penetrates through the top of the key, now backs it out left side. Jordan Thompson gets a screen from Trey Green, now bounces it for Green just inside the stripe left front court, 14 to shoot. OBU can shorten the game as much as they want now. Jordan Thompson with it, foul line left, too much dribbling, had it knocked out of his hands and taken away. Good defense by Carlin Kinner. You just can't dribble that much.
No, and Jordan Thompson's a great dribbler, but yeah, just way too much as long as they are.
Kinner goes to the floor. He was bumped, and they're going to call him for a travel. 8 turnovers for OBU. That's now 14 for Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, I thought Kinner got hit really hard. He did not fake going to the floor there. Got whistled for a travel.
Adam Bohach is about a step out of the floor, and he is first barking at David Stevens, and then the other official as he runs by. Bison will have it with 7 minutes to play, leading by 13. What a great performance tonight. Brantley Thompson squares up from 14, misses it. Maybe a little too close for him right now.
Exactly.
Nick Davis has the rebound. Mo Wilson, top of the circle, guarded by Brantley Thompson. Backs it out, slides right. Cross courts it left side for Kinner. He'll put up a 3, and he got it. I'm telling you, they have not shot near as well tonight, 6 of 19 from 3, but when they've needed one, being able to break and being punched out, they've been able to get that big basket.
Exactly. Got within 10, down 13, a nice quick 3-point release.
SNU 38% for the night, OBU 44%. Down the paint goes Jaquan Sims to Stoddard, corner right 3, no, and Ayaye with a rebound. Southern Nazarene needs to push the issue with 6 minutes to play in the ballgame. Adokie Ayaye, stutter step, spins right, back left into the paint. Now goes back right and lays it in. Jaquan Sims was pretty much helpless out there with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Southern Nazarene needs to push the issue, but OBU does not need to shoot a 3 from the right corner with 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Lead is down to 8 again, 61-53. This is typical of an Adam Bohach team. You may not get their best shot, but you're going to get a terrific effort from them, and they're not going to go away. Sims, a good bounce pass down low. Wilcox goes up, and Davis trying to retime his jump and block the shot, commits number 3.
Good bounce pass by Jaquan Sims. You talk about threading the needle. You got 6'9" Nick Davis in there, and in between Mo Wilson, who's about 6'5" with long reach. And Sims hesitated and then fired a long bounce pass to Wilcox.
Southern Nazarene 4-2, Southwestern 4-2 at the start of play tonight. OBU a half game back at 3-2. East Central, Southeastern both 2-4. Northwestern playing Southwestern tonight, just their second conference game of the year. Wilcox misses the first. No, he makes the first. And he will get a second free throw. Nigel with his 7th point. Jaquan Sims is out. Jordan Thompson is back in. Trey Green, Brantley Thompson, Harrison Stoddard also out there, along with Wilcox. Junior transfer from Webster University. We told you Saturday afternoon he was a scorer at the Division III level before coming here to OBU. Back rims that one, but Stoddard with a rebound. OBU has attempted just 6 free throws. They're 4 of 6. They only got to the line. This really irked Jason Aker the first time they played. 5 times, and the Bison were 2 of 5. Jordan Thompson attacks left, hangs as he glides to the goal, missed it, and then he's knocked out of bounds. And I think that's going to be on Davis again. That's Nick's 4th.
Yeah, I don't think Davis liked that. He's 6'9" over Jordan Thompson, just over 6 foot. And he was given ground. Thompson hits the floor and gets the benefit of the call.
Jordan Thompson, 3 of 4 at the foul line against OBU tonight, is 4 of 6. Southern Nazarene, 7 of 8. Bison have forced 14 turnovers. First foul shot is up, and it's good. And I have been commenting on that to you for a couple of years now, and I know that Jason brought it up off air after the game at Durant Saturday. He said, I just don't know why we don't force more turnovers. I know it's something that they've worked at, and they're doing a better job tonight. Second free throw up and down as well. OBU coming into the ball game, forcing just under 12 a game. They've already forced 15 from the Storm tonight. IIA with it, foul on extended right wing. Leaves it to the right corner. Mo Wilson with it, cross courts it. Stepping into a 3 is Dixon. It was halfway down and spun out. Thompson off the floor with a rebound.
Nice block out by the Bison. Nigel Wilcox in the middle and Brantley Thompson on the right block.
Under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. 64-53. Oklahoma Baptist trying to win their 3rd straight. Jordan veers left, hands it off of the wing for Brantley Thompson. Curls from on the top of the circle. Jump passes to Stoddard. Floats one up and down.
Oh, that was a tough shot. Stoddard being left-handed going up the right baseline. Double pump just outside the right block and swish.
15 points for Stoddard. Davis, they collapse on him down low. Gets out of the corner for Dixon. Deflected pass to IIA. Right circle. It won't go. Harrison Stoddard with a rebound to Brantley Thompson. OBU has a stranglehold of the Storm now with 4:19 to play, leading by 13 again. 66-53.
Nice rebound by Stoddard inside the 6'9", Nick Davis, in between him and the basket.
Jordan Thompson had the ball poked out of his hands and then stood there because he thought it was going to go out of bounds. But Manny Dixon hustled after it. Unfortunately for Thompson and the Bison, he just ran out of room. So Trey Green is out. Jaquan Sims back in with 4 fouls. 4:10 to play in the ball game. Jason Akers still up coaching as if it's the opening tap tonight. Jaquan Sims left wing. To Brantley Thompson at a handoff, crosses over, leans in for the foul line, dumps it to Wilcox, who muscles up. Shot was halfway down. It wouldn't drop. Nigel almost got another steal, and he's going to send IIA to the free throw line. And that's the 3rd on Nigel Wilcox. No, he will not. That's the 6th foul, not the 7th against Oklahoma Baptist. Time out of the floor, 3:58 to play in the ball game. OBU leads at 66-53. Yet SNU has had some problems scoring this year. They came in 12th in the conference out of 12 teams in scoring offense at 69. OBU was tied for 8th at 71.8. The Storm 8th in field goal percentage at 38%, and number 9 shooting just under 34% from 3. Yet Southern Nazarene was 6th in three-pointers made in the Great American Conference. So there's different ways to slice an apple and look at things, and that tells you that while they haven't shot well, they have made a lot of three-pointers, including 14, as you well know, against OBU the first time out.
Boy, that was a much, much better defense by the Bison here on the home court. Of course, it's just a juggernaut to go into Bethany and try to win inside the Sawyer Center.
Yeah, I think there's many around OBU's program that wonder if it's ever going to happen. I mean, it's just – it is night and day when the Bison visit Bethany. And there's a reason, because Southern Nazarene has been very, very good. The thing I have said since we saw the Storm the first time is I worry about their lack of inside game. They take a lot of jump shots, and they don't have much depth. And there's going to be nights that teams are going to catch them like OBU caught them when they shoot nights out from three-point range, and they're going to bury you.
Well, we're seeing a lot of Nick Davis inside tonight for the Crimson Storm. Mike Bauer's been on the bench for quite a long time.
Brian Mahoney, Adam Bohotz continuing to do a great job. This would be their first loss in 4 road games this year away from the Sawyer Center. 3:52 to play in the ball game. SNU with it out front. It's Mo Wilson, moves right. Cross courts it for Carlin Kinner with a right-hand drive, shoots over at Stoddard, swiping hand and throws it in. Carlin Kinner with 8 points. SNU cuts it down to 11 again with approaching 3.5 to play.
Nice move by Carlin Kenner. The head fake, then dribbled in the lane and got that ball over a long-reaching Stoddard.
Thompson at Wilcox. Nigel hands it back to Brantley, drives to the baseline, turns the corner, loses the handle on the way up. And they're going to say it's off of Southern Nazarene. That is not a good call at all.
And Brantley was running up the other side to get on defense. He got a bail out there.
He knew it, too. We saw at a great vantage point of it from upstairs. 66-55. Thompson will inbound to Jordan Thompson. He's bumped and knocked hard on the floor, and Josh Davis immediately comes off the bench to help him up.
Is that all bumped? I think Manny Dixon did a good WWF body slam on that one.
Manny Dixon with his 3rd personal foul. Both teams now into the 1-and-1 with the next whistle. 6 fouls apiece up there on the board with 3:27 to play. Women fell tonight 71-63, a game that was tied at 61 fairly late in the second half, and they just, again, could not find a way to pull it out. Brantley Thompson to throw it side in directly near his head coach. He cross-courts it over the head pass right side for Harrison Stoddard. Stoddard with the left hand gets into the paint and a foul. And that's going to send, or are they calling Harrison for an offensive foul?
There's no way, could he?
They're calling Stoddard for an offensive foul, and that's his 3rd.
I didn't see him push off with his right arm. He could have.
I didn't either. I thought they were going to call a block, and then all of a sudden, the SNU players started to clap their hands and say, hey, yeah.
66-55, Oklahoma Baptist over Southern Nazarene, 3:21 left to play in the game.
Shop OBUBison.com, the official online store of OBU Athletics. Open for your shopping convenience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's shop OBUBison.com, where proceeds benefit Oklahoma Baptist. Right side, it's Manny Dixon. Cross courts it for Carlin Kinner. Back to Manny against the zone. OBU in a 2-3 look. Dixon will trigger a 3. It's short for the right circle. Nick Davis with a rebound, and guess who? Wilcox poked it out of his hands.
Perfect timing by Wilcox because Davis had the position and the rebound, but as soon as Davis came to the floor, Wilcox punched it out.
Jordan Thompson hands it off to Jaquan Sims, left wing. Goes down the paint, lobs it for Wilcox. Tips it up off the glass, and then Wilcox is going to be called for over the back, and that's his 4th.
Well, that was going to be a nice alley-oop. Nick Davis interrupted that pass. If Nick Davis wasn't in between there, we were looking at a big-time alley-oop slam by Nigel Wilcox.
That's the 2nd time that Wilcox has not been able to get an alley-oop. You might remember Thompson was called for an offensive foul on a terrific lob Saturday afternoon at Southeastern. So Nick Davis, the recipient of that foul, to the line where he's 1 of 2 tonight. It's a 1-and-1. Deep knee bend, foul shot up and crawls over the front of the rim and finds the bottom.
And Wilcox doesn't get a lot of jump shots. All the work he does, his teammates know that he deserves those alley-oops and those passes inside.
Nick Davis does not go to the free throw line much at all. Davis coming in 6 appearances and attempted just a free throw a ball game. This will be his 4th coming up out of the timeout. It's a 30-second break as we keep it right here. OBU on the thresholds of even in the series against Southern Nazarene. They lead it 66-56.
It's getting cold up here in the rafters, but it's not as cold as it was at Southeastern.
It took me a day and a half to warm up.
Had that air-conditioned vents. I guess the heater must have been on, but that was cold air that was blowing on us continuously up there.
I actually think that I got warm this morning. Well, our buddy Luke McConnell, who does Southern Nazarene radio, was telling me, in fact, he had sent James a message, said, tell those guys to wear a jacket. He wore a short sleeve shirt thinking it was going to be warm.
I guess one of those 60-degree days.
Nick Davis will have a 2nd free throw. It is on the way, and that one is no good. Missed it off the back rim, and Stoddard wipes the window clean. 2:43 to play. Southern Nazarene with some three-quarter court pressure. Thompson whips it to Brantley. Thompson to the front court. To Sims. Now to Stoddard. Open left quarter. Pulled the trigger quickly and misses. Rebound to Manny Dixon.
The clock is your friend if you can wind it down.
Wilson misses a runner. Davis pulls it down. Stoddard blocks the shot. Brantley Thompson with a rebound. Harrison Stoddard now has his third block of the ball game. Thompson steps through a double team, gets it to Green right front court. Now he diagonally cross-courts it middle of the floor to Jordan Thompson. 2:06 to play of the ball game. Oklahoma Baptist headed to the victory. They lead at 66-56 over Southern Nazarene, who's been held to 38% field goal shooting tonight. Brantley Thompson with it right front court, working against IIA. 4 to shoot, pulls up elbow left, front rims it and got the roll. Brantley Thompson with 20 points, his third 20-point game, his second this year. OBU leads it by a count of 68-56.
That was a big shot, and OBU ran down a lot of time on that possession.
IIA's three, no good for the left corner. Stoddard with a rebound, and that will do it with 1:30 to play. Brantley bounces it to Sims, who cross-courts it back to Brantley Thompson left side. Thompson then is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Mo Wilson, the second, called for his second. So Brantley Thompson, who set a career high earlier this year on this floor against East Central after having a previous career high of 23 at Rogers State last year, will go to the foul line. And Brantley will look for point number 21, and if he makes that, possibly 22.
Boy, it's good to see Brantley Thompson red hot from outside the arc.
He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. His first trip to the line, so the Nazarene pushes into the forecourt. 1:24 to play of the ball game. Left quarter, they'll trigger a three. That one is no good from Carlin Kinner. And it's one and done for OBU, who's out-rebounded Southern Nazarene by 1. Sims to Green as they play keep away, and before the pass, a foul out high. That's against Xavier Bryant. That's going to send Jaquan Sims to the foul line.
Great job to hold home court, like you said. The 2 victories at Weatherford, at Durant, and you said you can't slip up on your home court, and it's very easy in this league, especially against Southern Nazarene. Oklahoma Baptist now up by 13 with 1:10 to go.
Sims hits the front end of the 1-and-1. He'll get the back in. 8th team foul against Southern Nazarene. 70 seconds to play, as Scott just told you, and Jaquan hits both. He's got 8, but all have been big shots. SNU will roll it towards midcourt. Trey Green runs at Xavier Bryant, who has to pick it up, bounces into the high post. They swing it left. Manny Dixon's three, no. Dixon, who had a huge game against OBU, now 1 of 7 from beyond the arc tonight. Trey Green to Harrison Stoddard, down low to Wilcox, and he had it stripped on the way up by Bryant out of bounds. Had Harrison Stoddard seen him a split second earlier, the rim might have been dislodged.
And there would have been a lot of shaking of that standard back there. Great play by Xavier Bryant, because Wilcox going up for the jam. He poked that ball out.
What a job OBU has done handling this pressure for Southern Nazarene down the stretch. Bison right now with 10 turnovers. They forced 14. 13-4, the Bison in points off turnovers tonight. That is a statistic that maybe people get tired of me talking about, but I think it is just huge. I mean, you look at the women's game, almost half of what Southern Nazarene scored came off of OBU turnovers. And I say it all the time, and anybody that knows this about basketball will tell you that turnovers are not the same. Live ball turnovers, dead ball turnovers are vastly different. In fact, Bo Overton said there's times he just wished they'd throw the ball out of bounds as opposed to have a live ball turnover. And I know coaches say that tongue-in-cheek, but it's really true.
Well, any kind of turnover is bad. I see what you're talking about with the difference. Let's say you're going down and you turn the ball over. That's 2 points you don't get, and 2 points the other team will get. Be a 4-point turnaround. It could be a 6-point turnaround.
Lob to Wilcox, and he slams it home. Holy Toledo. Brantley with a perfect lob. Down the paint goes IIA, and Harrison Stoddard commits the foul.
Holy cow. What a play. How about the hang time by Nigel Wilcox, and then that rim-rattling dunk.
Oh, my goodness, what an inbounds pass. Brantley lobbed it perfectly in front of the rim, and Wilcox went flying down and then just hammered it home.
Exactly right, Todd. Outstanding execution on both ends. Beautiful touch pass right in the right spot where Thompson had to throw it, and then Wilcox, he times his jump so perfectly.
First free throw by IIA is up, and it's good. He's 7 of 7 to the free throw line. Only one other Crimson Storm player, Nick Davis, has attempted a free throw. Davis is going to check out, and let's see who comes in. I think Jaquan Sims is coming in. Stoddard is going to check out. Justin Tin comes in. Now, Graham Stiefel is out there as well. OBU will go to 4-2 of the conference and 4-3 overall. Adokie IIA, second free throw is good. He's got a huge game going. He's got 21 tonight. Lost it all that Brantley has done offensively with 20 points. He has 7 assists. Jordan Thompson into the front court is trapped right side. 41 seconds to play, and the foul comes. And that's going to go against Xavier Bryant, who has his second.
Xavier Bryant wanted a jump ball on that possession, but he didn't argue long. Good sportsmanship in this game.
These two teams and programs have a lot of respect for each other, and it starts with their head coaches.
Yeah, and the discipline. I don't think either one of those coaches allow technical fouls, so you don't see a lot of barking at the officials by the players.
Jordan Thompson will be at the free throw line, and there's a reason for the delay. I think the rim or the backboard or something might be offline after Nigel Wilcox hammered it home with the alley-oop lob.
Well,
Justin Tin and Manny Dixon both assisted. David Stevens looked at it from underneath as Sawulu and Pruitt now will come to the ball game.
I like watching Wilcox on the bench. He's over there looking at, hey, man, what did I do? What did I do? Did I break it? Oh, Nigel Wilcox, what athleticism.
So Jordan Thompson will be at the line for the final 1-1, and he made it. Crawled it across the front of the rim. JT now has made 5 straight of the line and 6 of 7. Thompson with a free throw here would be in double figures. It's on the way, and it's good, but I think we're going to get a lane violation, so it'll be a turnover for OBU. 73-58. It's all over but the shouting now with 40.5 seconds to play. Xavier Bryant speeds up the left side into the front court. Jump passes on a cross-court pass to Manny Dixon. He pivots, goes to IIA right circle against Graham Stiefel. Back to Dixon. He'll quickly put up a 3. It rolls off. Down for the rebound is Jack Pruitt. OBU will not have to shoot again. 20 seconds to play. The Bison will overtake Southern Nazarene of the Great American Conference Western Division standings with a victory. Their first in 2 meetings with Adam Bohach's club. Bison dribbling timeout with Graham Stiefel. And the final tonight will be 73-58 Oklahoma Baptist. Stay tuned. The postgame show is coming up next. The second half brought to you by OBU alumnus Noble McIntyre and his team of dedicated and effective personal injury attorneys at McIntyre Law. 73-58 the final. The Bison are a winner, and our postgame show is coming up next to the OBU Basketball Radio Network. They're still looking at that.
I'm glad they didn't stop the game. Just the game was over. Just play.
Apparently, he's messed that up.
The OBU Athletic Department would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of Bison basketball. Bank First, Billy Boy Barbecue, Boomerang Diners, Chick-fil-A Shawnee, the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, the Dennis Morris State Farm Insurance Agency, Eric's Pharmacy, First National Bank and Trust, First United Bank, Hampton Inn Shawnee, Hudeberg Auto Group, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Lowe's, McIntyre Law, Send Relief, the OBU Graduate College, P&K Equipment, Pine Cliff Printers, Qdoba, Rob's Smokehouse, Shawnee Mills, Shawnee Pit Stop, Sherwin-Williams, South Central Industries, SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital Shawnee, TAC Designs, Tinker Federal Credit Union, The Lunchbox, the UPS Store, Village Tours and Travel, Vision Bank, Walls, and Whataburger.
The goal at the west end of the Noble Complex. Sports Information Director James Hill came out and took a picture of it from the free throw line. Apparently something was done by Nigel Wilcox on that throw-down alley-oop dunk on the inbounds pass from Brantley Thompson.
And Athletic Director Robert Davenport's got a shot of it as well, and he's down there sending that picture away to someone.
Final score tonight, 73-58 OBU. Bison with a victory are now 4-3 overall, 4-2 in the Great American Conference. Southern Nazarene is 4-3 overall and in league play. The final numbers are in. OBU holds Southern Nazarene at 36% field goal shooting, 21 of 59. The Crimson Storm were 6 of 25 from 3 for 24%. A vast difference from what they shot in the first meeting, 14 to 37. Bison 45%, 26 of 58. They were 12 of 32 for 37.5% from 3. Foul shooting, SNU 10 of 12. OBU got to the line 12 times and made 9. Rebounds, the Bison plus 3, 39-36. That gave them a 12-2 advantage on second chance points. They were out-rebounded, though, by one of the offensive glass, 12-11. Turnovers, 14 for Southern Nazarene and 11 for Oklahoma Baptist. Bison with a 13-4 advantage in points off turnovers. SNU plus 2 points in the paint, 26-24. Fast break points dead even at 3. Bench scored 18-13 in favor of OBU. Individually tonight, a lot of balance in the Bison scoring. Brantley Thompson finished with 20 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Brantley played just under 38 minutes of the ball game. He was 7 of 14 shooting, 6 of 11 from 3. The 6 made three-pointers tie a career high for Thompson, the second time he's done it in 2 weeks here in this building. Harrison Stoddard was in double figures, and he had a double-double tonight, 15 points and 11 rebounds in 35 minutes and 42 seconds. For Harrison Stoddard, that is his 5th career double-double and his first since he did it against Southern Nazarene to the Great American Conference tournament, 17 points and 11 rebounds 1 year ago. The rest of the scoring tonight, 9 points for Nigel Wilcox, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal. Wilcox played 25.5 minutes of the ball game. Jordan Thompson had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a plus-minus of 7. 8 points in the ball game from Jaquan Sims to go along with 5 rebounds and 1 assist. 7 tonight from Justin Tinn, who had his best scoring game. He also had 2 rebounds and 2 points tonight for Savon Milton, who was 1 of 3 in 5 minutes and 11 seconds. And I believe Brantley Thompson is standing by with us on the floor. Brantley, great job tonight, my friend. You were really, really good. You got white hot out there in the second half.
Thank you very much, Todd. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got to give all the credit to God and my teammates, of course. Couldn't do it without them and Coach Aker.
Well, he certainly wasn't going to let you guys lay down tonight, was he? He was on you from the opening tap about your defensive intensity.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That was a key that we worked on all week because of our last showing with them, and we believe that we got punked in the last game in their gym, and we wanted to get them back here. So
20 points tonight. What's led to this offensive resurgence for you? You've always been a very good offensive player, but you do so many other things and are asked to do so many other things with this program that maybe does that sometimes take away from your shooting?
Yeah, it can. But, I try to give my best in every area, playing with my teammates. I have great teammates, great coaching staff. They're always looking to get me shots, and I'll take those when they come. And, I got to work my hardest on defense and sharing the ball and rebounding and all the other things. So.
I have to ask you about the inbounds lob play to Nigel Wilcox that apparently damaged the West End.
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny. Coach Aker called the play, and right as we came out of the huddle, Nigel walked up to me. He said, "Hey, just throw it up. Just throw it up, and I'll go get it." And I said, "Okay, I'll throw it up." And sure enough, and if you go look in front of the goal, sideways. So super cool moment for us.
Unbelievable. That guy is unreal, isn't he? I mean, there's several
absolutely.
times I'm watching the basketball, Brantley, and then all of a sudden you see number 4 come flying in from across the floor.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature. We love him. We love him with our whole heart. I'm so glad he's on our team. Great guy, great teammate.
Well, you know what? We love you, and we're glad you're on our team, and we'll see you on Thursday night.
Thank you very much, Todd. Appreciate it.
Brantley Thompson, the senior from Tuttle, visiting with us here with the post-game show. Brantley, a huge game tonight, 20 points, 7 assists, and that was every bit as impressive as his 20 points, and he played 37 minutes and 59 seconds of the ball game. We'll try to get Jason Aker hooked up here, and we will, before we do, we'll go ahead and give you Southern Nazarene statistics. IIA finished with 20 points and 4 rebounds. He had 1 assist. He was the only double-figure scorer for the Storm. 8 points apiece from Carlin Kidder and Mo Wilson the second. 7 tonight from Xavier Bryant off of the bench. 6 from Nick Davis in a reserve role. And then 2 points from Mike Bauer. And Jason Aker is with us. Coach, first of all, can you do a mic check? Because I don't know if you've even got a voice left.
Todd, can you hear me?
I can hear you. And your voice is loud and strong. Congratulations. Great win tonight.
Well, anytime you play Southern Nazarene, I told Coach Adam before the game, I was like, it's crazy to think that we may see them 3 more times. To beat them is a great win for us, to hold home court. They outplayed us in Bethany. And so I hope my dad was proud. He came over to Bethany with us when they whooped us, and he said, you guys need to play better defense in your face. And so I took his advice. He's a much better coach than I am, and so I relayed his message to the team that we needed to play in-your-face defense, and I thought that was a big key in the first half. And then the second half, I thought our zone helped us, but it was just a fun day. Our guys, once again, whether or not we would have won or lost, they had a great spirit, as you could tell on the bench. They were smiling and having fun, and that's what this whole thing is about. I mean, there was probably, 15 total people in the gym, with you included. And so the journey is all about our team, our staff, of just moving from point A to point B to point C together and learning something about each other, learning something about the Lord and Him growing and stretching us through this year. And I really wish our parents could be here. We have the neatest group of kids, but it all begins and ends with the kind of parents that we have. Not one time, I think this is, I don't know if I've ever experienced this, but I've gotten not one phone call, not one meeting, not one complaint from any parents. The only messages I get from them are, thank you, we love you guys, we're rooting for you, how's my baby doing in school? And so that's rare. And so we're getting better at the basketball part, but the people part and the family part, they are such a wonderful group that represent this university the way that it should be represented.
Hey, Jason, you have Brantley Thompson red hot, 50% from the field again, 6 of 11 three-pointers. But what about some of the other guys like Justin Tinn? Only played 8 minutes and 38 seconds, but an untarnished 3 for 3 from the floor. He blocks out, he stuffs up the lane, and alters some shots. How about his play tonight?
Well, Justin, once again, with us not being with our leading scorer again tonight, I was proud of our guys. But Justin, when you think about the virus, I think there was 45 days first semester where he sat in a room by himself, quarantined.
Oh, my.
And so his development, although it's been slow, there was so many starts and stops. And so that's not his fault. The virus is going to do what the virus is going to do. And so he's a good player. He had a great year last year in junior college in Macon, Georgia, for Central Georgia Tech and Coach Dawson. And so he's slowly developing. We need him. I mean, those points and those seals that he had in the first half and his spirit, he dove on the floor for loose balls. He is such a wonderful young man. And he's getting better at basketball because he's not sitting in a room by himself quarantined. And so the more practices that he gets, the better he will get. And so next year when he comes back, he'll just be a junior since he gets his year back. But he's an awesome kid.
I'm going to ask you about Nigel Wilcox. I know that, Jason, you and I have talked about him a lot, but this guy is absolutely amazing. I mean, I was telling Brantley, I mentioned this on the broadcast, I'll be watching the ball on a rebound, and then all of a sudden you see number 4 just come flying in from the other side of the floor. I mean, his energy is infectious to his teammates.
not only is his energy infectious and he's fun to watch, but think about how much more fun it would be if we had this place filled up and the crowd was here. He would jump even higher. You know, we all walk a little faster and run a little faster when there's a little bit of a crowd and the popcorn's here, but he is really developing, isn't he? I mean, just watching him from game to game, as me and you have, Todd, you can just see each game. Now he's starting to get more and more comfortable on offense. His teammates are finding ways to get him the ball where he can score. He is a dynamic player, and he can jump to the moon, as we saw in that last play.
All right, last question. Western is in on Thursday night. You went and knocked them off of their home. You wanted a shot at Southern Nazarene after a disappointment in Bethel. I want the same thing when they come here on Thursday night. And I'm telling you, for our video audience, they're going to see this is a much different Southwestern team.
Well, I appreciate the question. I didn't know that we were playing them on Thursday. We are taking tomorrow off. I'm going to go to Cracker Barrel with Meredith. We're going to order everything on the menu, pancakes and bacon and sausage, and we're going to try to find Popper on TV tomorrow. And so we'll worry about Southwestern. They have a great team. We kind of caught them on a good day. They're much better than they played a day. But we're going to take tomorrow off and catch our breath. And our kids have played a lot of basketball these last week or so. But it'll be a tough game. But tomorrow is family day.
Okay, what time is the Cracker Barrel meeting? Because Scott and I'll be there with you and Meredith.
Well,
and
Meredith, as you know, is the associate commissioner of the Atlantic Sun. So she's day. So she said she had a Zoom appointment at 8 a.m. and then like 11, so we're going to try to squeeze in the Cracker Barrel in between her Zoom meetings.
Okay. Still didn't give us a time, Dog, so I guess we're not invited. Hey, Jason, congratulations. There is a game on Thursday night. I hate to break it to you, and we'll see you then.
All right. Can't wait, Todd.
All right, Jason Aker, the third-year OBU head basketball coach, visiting with us here from the Noble Complex. OBU wins it tonight 73-58 in a thriller against Southern Nazarene. A thriller because this basketball team, Scott, played so very, very well.
Oh, very, very well. And then you could have a letdown game, even though it's at home. You win at Durant. You win at Weatherford. And you come back here and you have to face Southern Nazarene. And then just like we're talking to Coach Aker that you got to play Southwestern coming Thursday. This is a difficult league. I think the Bison are hot at a good time to get these wins, just as you said, to move into first place, and they just want to hold that top perch.
Well, I don't know if Jason will be here Thursday night, but you and I will, and we'll talk more about that after this next break. Bison win it tonight by a final count of 73-58. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the OBU Radio Network.